Hello! And welcome to another episode on my channel. My name is Olivia Tai, and this episode is sponsored by Audible. So I believe that to increase our fullest potential and to reach that fullest potential, we read books. Or if you can't read a book, then you can listen to a book. So get your free book on Audible at the link below. You can go to bit.ly/freebookot. That's bit.ly/freebookot for your free book on Audible. And let's talk about what's in the news from yesterday. So I'm a little late, but hi everybody. So if you don't know, this is actually a live stream. So I am live streaming this right now. So if you're watching the replay, if I'm talking to random people, it's because there are real live people watching right now. So if you're watching right now, please give this video a thumbs up, leave a comment below so that I can respond to your questions and concerns and your everything and share this with your friends, family, and goldfish so that we can all discuss what's going on in the world right now. So so yesterday I was on Twitter and I saw that there was a new breaking news situation saying that New California declares independence from the rest of the state. Hello everybody. So if you guys are following me right now, I'm watching or reading an article that is on CBS News saying that New California declares independence from the rest of state, and it says that in Sacramento, with the reading of their own version of a Declaration of Independence, founders of the state of New California took the first steps to what they hope will eventually lead to statehood. That's pretty interesting because I don't know what's going on here. Looks like California might be wanting to disperse and secede from, that's not serious by the way. Oh, I have lived in California for 28 years and it is a very, very serious thing, and that's why it's breaking news. Things that are not serious are usually not breaking news. So but thank you so much for contributing that. So that actually what started this whole thing was something called Cal Exit. So
Babe, how many radishes? Sorry.
Whatever.
All of them?
I don't know about all of them, but maybe.
What do they taste like? Are they sweet?
No, a little spicy. So California is gonna be the place in Fallout. You know what? I am so not part of this. I'm assuming that Fallout is a game. Is it a game? Is Fallout a game? I'm not really familiar with Fallout, so I don't know what you're talking about. But good morning, Olivia. How are you? I'm great. How are you, Cheryl? Hello. It's a game. Yeah. See, so I'm actually very, very not involved in the gaming community at all. I really should get into it, but that's I know. I wish I got the joke because a lot of people were talking about that during that whole apocalypse scare. So yeah, I have no idea what that is. No idea. But yeah, if you're watching right now, please give this video a thumbs up and leave a comment because we are going live right now talking about New California and whatever else you guys want to talk about because it's a live stream. So yeah, okay. Thank you so much for giving this video a thumbs up and sharing this with your friends, family, and goldfish. Very exciting! I love talking to you guys in landscape mode because on the other live streaming platforms I'm always this way. So vertical mode, landscape mode, you know, it's very nice to see you all. So yeah, interesting stuff. What do you guys think? Do you guys think that New California is going to happen? And if you're not from California, or if you've never lived in California, I don't know if you truly understand the kind of climate that we're in terms of governing the state. So I'm okay. Okay, well that's good, Cheryl. at least you're not bad, so that's good. But yeah, so in terms of governing the state, it actually really is different, and that's why such a big state like California is hard to govern because, you know, it's split up into like urban cities and then there's rural cities, so that's why it's splitting up. So New California is basically all the coastal counties. I don't believe it will happen, but you never know nowadays. Do you live in California, James Merriweather? Do you live in California, or have you lived in California? And which part of California do you live in? Because the people that are on that coast truly, I think, believe in different solutions for actually don't exactly. So it's very difficult to make a decision about something when you're not actually part of it. Hi Miko. So because I'm from California, I've lived in California, it isn't going to happen. Portal Player, are you also from California? So what it is that when you're living on the coast of California, you are living in probably living in a more urban situation, like you're in an urban city life, versus the rest of California. For example, literally Inland Empire, from where I was living, like right at that cutoff, we actually think of them as if they are in a different state. I was actually wondering about that. So San Francisco, what does San Francisco feel about this? Because San Francisco is part of that new California section, so I'm not sure, but definitely that whole Cal exit thing has been a very, very big topic of discussion for a while now, because California is a self-sustaining state. So even though we are a state in the US, we have a lot of power and the ability to actually become our own country. So it's a very interesting topic of discussion. That isn't going to happen. Ah, interesting. Okay, so you think it's not going to happen. I don't know if it will. It looks like they're taking some very serious measures to make it happen, which is, again, usually why something is breaking news. But who knows? Maybe it's not going to happen. Who knows? I don't know. Nobody knows, right? We can't tell the future because we don't actually, we're not in the future. We're living in the present. The reason I think it's not going to happen, because a lot of states have. What's he doing?
The fridge getting the carrots. Hey, get out of there.
No, I'll show it to them later. Yeah, so it's very, very interesting there. The reason I think it's not going to, as a lot of states have that problem. NYC and upstate are urban versus rural too. Ah, interesting. Think about how much money it would take to replace all the flags. 51 stars. I don't think that's their biggest concern. And if New York is really having that problem, then maybe they should think about that as well. Maybe it's actually a step towards. Maybe it's a step towards making states reevaluate how they govern them. What do you think about that? Maybe. I don't know. Again, I really don't know, so I don't, you know, I don't want to make any sort of statements about it, but living in California and being from California and being fairly active in this Cal exit movement, it's very interesting to think about. Have a good evening. Later, bye. If so, Cali, then every single state is just gonna, what did you say? So if Cali breaks up, then every single state is just gonna secede their own state just because they don't like urban versus rural. And I wouldn't rule that out, El Herpo Derpo. I would not rule that out. Because, again, what they're modeling it after is what West Virginia and Virginia did. So, of course, the reason why it's called West Virginia is because it used to be an entire state called Virginia. And I guess because it was bad enough for them to want to, you know, secede from Virginia, they created West Virginia. And that's why there is a state called West Virginia. You get what I'm saying? Because if not, then they would be, you know, a different state. So what New California, I think, is trying to say is we don't want to be completely separated from California. We just want to be a different part, you know, our own state, so that we can make our own rules. Hi, JC. What's up? Hello. Yeah, so very interesting topic of discussion. I'm glad that we're able to have a happy. Can you say happy birthday? Happy birthday, Patricio Juarez. Happy birthday. Yeah, so very interesting. What do you guys think? Do you think that New California is a stepping stone to seceding from the U.S.? Hi there. Hi, Roy. Hello.
Seceding from the U.S.?
Yeah. So the original plan, if you're living in California or from California, was a Cal exit plan. So a lot of people were talking about California completely seceding from the rest of the country. What rules do they want that they can't have as they are now? Yeah.
We would never let that happen.
Well, again, I don't I don't like to rule anything out. And especially if you're not from the state, it's very hard for people to understand what's going on from the state. And although I do live in Hawaii now, I've spent most of my life in California, and I was a huge part of that discussion of the Cal Exit movement. So it's a very interesting topic to think about, especially since, again, California does provide for themselves and is able to sustain without the rest of the country, versus I think other states do not have that kind of power to say that. So shrug, shrug, just putting that out there. I could be wrong, who knows? Maybe I'm the one that's crazy. I'm probably the one that's crazy. I'll take that. I see all this separation as an awakening of where we are, especially U.S. I agree, JC. I believe New Cali could become a new state. I don't believe they could be their own country. I mean, this is an outsider looking in. Who knows? Again, who knows? I would not rule it out. I would not rule it out. But that's me, you know, and everybody's entitled to their own opinion. What's up, Fireblade Pilots? How are you? Never say never. I agree. I agree. Never not assume that you could potentially be in a ballistic missile attack false alarm situation. Never assume that you can't, you know, create an entire currency that has nothing to do with the government. Northern California and Southern California. I actually thought about that first, so I didn't realize that that was actually the actual topic of discussion was New California, not Northern versus Southern, because that would make sense, right? When you're looking at the state of California, don't you just kind of want to like split it in half? Versus New California is really just sort of the coastal parts of California, which is and again, it makes a lot of sense, because why would we split it in half when the rural counties are actually on the inside? So the rural counties are inland. San Francisco is included in New California, yes. Hey, what's up, Jason? Hello. Hi, Edvan. Tudo bem? Oi. Yeah, so, I don't know, New California. Just putting it out there. What do you guys think? What do you guys think of New California? I know there's a lot of people coming in, so I'm just going to re-ask the question. Also, if you're here right now, please make sure that you put a thumbs up for this video and leave a comment, because this is live, so we're going to talk live. And then later on, I'm going to edit this video so that I'm cutting all these parts out, because that's not very fun to watch in a replay, you know? But it's okay. It's a live video, so we're just going to have lots of fun in the sun. Like number 10 from me. Like number 10? What do you mean, like number 10 from me? What does that mean? Yeah, so what do you guys think? Is New California a stepping stone? I gave you like, oh my gosh, thank you. Thank you very much for the like. I see the likes coming in. Talk about unity. You could influence May. That's true. You could influence many. I think I have a mild influence. I don't think that my influence is massive, but I do think that I have a mild influence as a content creator. I wish that I could reach more people to the point where I can actually influence them to really, you know, unite. But I do believe that, you know, you can really govern something a lot stronger if you know, make things more concentrated. I feel it the same thing DC wants, but probably won't have. Ah, okay. Interesting. Well, again, if you have a spoonful of faith, mate, absolutely, JC Energy. Where do you see yourself 5 years from now? 5 years from now, I don't usually look that far in the distance, because, well, in terms of like financially, I do see me owning quite a bit of property, so that's my first step. And then with that property, I do believe that I can create lots of jobs. So that's really my goal, is to focus on myself and then be able to reach out and help others. So that is my main goal, and that's probably going to happen because I generally achieve most goals that I set out to do. So I think Cali would have a complication secession from the US due to the huge population. Ah, interesting. Okay. Reserve one of those jobs for me if you do create jobs. I sure will. Actually, right now, literally as we speak, I have a lot of things that I need help with. So, of course, since my job is completely on the internet, you can work for me from anywhere in the world. So if you're looking for a job, you can definitely feel free to send your resume to jobs@oliviatai.com, and we'll see what we can do, you know? So yeah, you can actually work for me from anywhere in the world. That's a pretty cool thing, right? Pretty cool sitch. But then again, I believe then you're going to be filing taxes from Hawaii, which is kind of cool also. What is there to talk about? All of you are watching, but none of you are talking. Or maybe I'm just not seeing your comments. Am I not seeing your comments? Are you talking? Are you just staring at me? Your channel is great. Thank you, Edvan. Thank you. Obrigada. Muito obrigada. I'll be your open spirit advisor from London. Oh, I love that. I love that. Open spirit advisor from London. Appreciate that, JC Energy. Thank you very much. Really appreciate that. You're very pretty. Thank you. It's snowing in the Carolinas. Everyone is freaking out. No bread, eggs, and milk anywhere. Oh gosh, I don't eat any of those things. So I agree with Edvan. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. Hello, welcome. If you're here right now, please make sure that you are putting a thumbs up for this video and writing a comment below and sharing this with your friends, family, and goldfish so that we could have an awesome discussion. What's your opinion on a good place to take a female out on a dinner date in Hawaii? Need some advice. Depending on what date, is it a first date or is it a like multiple dates? Is it a special occasion? What is it? Call me Jason, my ego does. All right, Jason. Thank you, Jason. Thank you very much. I feel like we're, you know, really close friends now. What was the hardest instrument for you to learn? Koi, I think the hardest instrument for me to learn was probably violin. Violin, I would say, is one of the hardest instruments. Everything else is more visual and less feeling and less hearing, and it's less complicated. I don't eat any of them either. I just find it funny every time winter storm. Coastline of California, I hear, had radiation poisoning, dead fish, and sea creatures. Is this true? I'm not sure, Bride of Christ. I am not entirely sure, because I don't believe I consume any fish off of the coast of California. I believe that most of the fish that I was consuming was not from California. So in terms of that, maybe we are not a self-sustaining state when it comes to seafood. But other than that, there is quite a bit of livestock and vegetation and farms in California. What is your favorite Maroon 5 song? I don't know, off the top of my head, I'm going to say Sunday Morning or This Love. Pretty old school Maroon 5, you know, Rabuna. I guess First Date and maybe just a date in general, if that's not too much to ask. So BB, I think it really depends on the girl, because and also, you know what, let's do it even more simply. I think it depends on you, because what do you like to do, and what would you want a girl to do with you, other than, you know, the obvious for men, you know, eating food. But what would you want? Because if you want somebody that loves to hike and loves to go camping and loves to be in the outdoors, then you should go on a hike with her. But then if you want somebody that you can like eat food with and watch a movie with and do things like that with, then you should take her on that. But that's really what it depends on, right? Because that's also what she's going to say yes to. Because if she loves hikes and camping, then she'll say, hell yeah, I want to go camping and on a hike. But then if she's like, nah, I'm not too crazy about hiking, then she's not gonna go on a hike with you. Because don't get me wrong, I don't mind a good hike. I just have to be prepared, and I have to mentally prepare for it, you know. Hello, Hello? Maroon 5, wait, is pretty hot for today's trend music. Really? I have not heard it. I have not heard it. The, oh, the revelation. You create your own experience. Let's be love, okay. Yes, it's true. You do create your own experience. So if you're trying to ask a girl out and, you know, you're doing something that you absolutely don't want to do, then it's not a good idea. You know, you're not going to be going out with the right girl. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Especially if you're trying to create a long-term relationship or a good relationship. Yes, maybe a dinner date place would be fine. Any options in your opinion? A first date? Whoa, booty! Naked man, naked man.
I'm feeding our bunny.
We found a paraplegic bunny last night, so we rescued him, and he's living in a box right now. How's he doing? You're feeding him juice scraps?
Yeah.
Okay. A nice Thai restaurant. Ooh, I love that idea. A nice Thai restaurant for a first date. Naked man, we could train millions. I agree, Jason. I absolutely agree. With the influence of influence of social media and the power of social media, I think we can really, really influence some people to head in a more positive direction and, you know, be a more happy people in our society today. So, I agree. Energy is everything. So anyway, oh, that's nice of you. I hope the bunny gets better. Thank you, Cheryl. Yeah, if you ever want to foster a bunny, we found one. Well, actually, Max found one. If you don't know who Max is this really talented musician friend of ours, who's also a rapper named Hatchet. What are you drinking? I'm drinking honey green tea. I'm trying to cut honey, but it's very difficult to cut honey outside of our home. So in our home, we don't have honey or any meat products. So at home, we are vegan, and outside of home, we order anything we want. So, but in home, at least, we are vegan. So there's no meat, there's no animal products inside the home, but when we go out and we're ordering food, we order whatever we want. That is our first step towards contributing to a more sustainable life, is what we're trying to do, okay? Hello! Hi, if you're just watching this stream right now, welcome to the broadcast. Please make sure that you give this video a thumbs up and write a comment below, because I am responding to all of your comments live. So make sure you do that. Hi, 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 hi. I'm thinking about starting a referral program to anybody who shares. I don't know if that's a good idea or not, but I really think that if we do that, we can really, really make and grow this channel and create a really strong community here. So that's really what I want to do. But I don't know. What do you guys think? Did you get my email? Yes, Cheryl, we did get your email, but I have not read it yet. So it's in the inbox. We have to sit down and read it and really evaluate where and how we can help each other. And I think with that synergy energy, we can really, really make some cool things work. And of course, as you can see, I am currently looking for new photos and new videos, so that'll be really good. The elephant in the room, I'm annoying to others, is personal empowerment is the key for human development. I absolutely agree, Jason. So I believe that the #1 thing to do is work on yourself so that we can develop ourselves, as well as develop ourselves to help others develop themselves. Does that make sense? Because as we are improving ourselves, what we're doing is modeling after people who have already improved themselves. Does that make sense? Would you recommend to name 3 places for a dinner date? I need some advice because I'm a shy guy when it comes to these kinds of things. I think that a great thing to do, again, is do it in your own jurisdiction. So what are your 3 favorite restaurants? Give me your 3 favorite restaurants right now, right off the bat. Your 3 favorite restaurants that are local to you, that you love. What are they? For me, on this island, I love Scratch Kitchen. Although I haven't been there, I love Ruth's Chris, and I love the brunch place at the Alohilani Resort. So those are 3 places that I would name off. And I would love to go there at any time. So those are like anytime places, you know. Oh, I also love Over Easy in Kailua. Lychee, exactly. I love lychee. super respect the executive chef, super really expect the staff, really love the environment. It's an amazing place. I don't know if it's a great date place because it's a buffet, so you're not, like you're getting up and grabbing food and sitting back down. But don't forget, food is still a way to connect with people on a one-to-one level, or just on a personal basis. You just through food you can really get to know somebody really well. Unless they hate food, then you're screwed. Who hates food? Anyway, yeah. Anybody else have 3 favorite restaurants, or is this live stream just going really slowly? Hugs to you. Hugs to you too, Jason. Food. I know, food. But that's the reason why at home we are vegan, and when we go out to eat, we order whatever we want because we love food so much. How did you start playing music? I think you're really talented. Rubana1234, thank you so much. So I started music when I was 2 years old, so I really do not remember this. So I only have my favorite restaurants are all sushi restaurants. Ugh, I love sushi so much. Sushi Sasabune. I love Nozawa. I love Kentaro in LA. So delicious. But yeah, so what was I saying? What was I in the middle of saying? What was it? Let me scroll up. Oh, when did you start playing music? Sorry, squirrel. So I started playing music when I was 2. I believe that's when I started. It was when I was really young. So I only know this because of family stories and family videos. And when I was 2 years old, they said that I started singing the song that was on the radio, which is ooh. No, and I can't sing it because of copyright issues on YouTube, so I'm not gonna sing it. But something about "Ooh boy, I love you so." I'll discuss this on Periscope where I won't get a copyright strike. Okay, so in case you didn't know, right after this, I am going to go on Periscope and talk about a similar topic. So make sure that you go there and follow me on Periscope after this so that we can continue the live stream. But yeah, what was I gonna say? So yeah, it started when I was 2 years old. I started singing then, and then somehow my sister convinced my dad to put me in piano class. So I was in piano class when I was 4, and then after that, I started violin in the free school program for violin when I was 10, and then I picked up the guitar by myself when I was 12, so I taught myself how to play guitar, and then I played clarinet in high school, the high school marching band, and then after that in college I was a TA for the orchestra, so I had to learn how to play all the other stringed instruments, which was really cool because then I got to learn how to play viola, play cello, play the double bass, and ooh, thanks buddy.
These greens are not the best greens. How does it taste?
Oh no. I can smell it.
No, taste it. It's not too bad.
My brother also played clarinet in high school.
It's okay, right? It's bad? Like you won't drink it? You want me to add orange juice to it?
I will drink it.
It's good for you.
Thanks, Birdie. Roos, Chris, DKs, Cunios,
I shouldn't
Tylau.
have put all
Yummy.
the greens. I mixed a bunch of different greens.
That's okay, it's good.
No, it's not.
What are your thoughts on the new YouTube guidelines for monetization? So I think that YouTube, as I've been on YouTube now for over 10 years, I think YouTube is constantly changing their policies and changing everything to make YouTube a better place. I don't think that YouTube is out to get us. I think that YouTube really appreciates their creators and really looks out for us. And so I trust the system. It's not one of those systems that I don't trust. I think YouTube is a great platform, and I am just incredibly grateful that I am on the platform. And so my thoughts on any type of new guidelines for monetization or anything is that I'm just so grateful that I can even monetize off of something that I absolutely love to do. So that is my thought. How did you train your voice? I've been training for years and I still have notes I can't hit. I have a problem singing in public. Sadistic spirit. So my background in training voice is that my instructor, my main instructor, his name is Seth Riggs, and he trained Michael Jackson, Ray Charles, anybody who's anybody. He teaches or created the standard method that is in the industry. So I I started with him, and I still consider is one of my main instructors, although I have had many voice instructors before. But one of the best advice that I received from my voice instructors previously is that it's very important to do your vocal drills 3 times a day. So if you're not doing your vocal drills in its entirety 3 times a day, then you're probably not going to see the progress that you want to see. So make sure that when you're training your voice, and you're in the process of training, and we're all in the process of training our voice, that we are drilling every single day, 3 times a day. I'm not kidding. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner, doing those exercises. And we're talking about, you know, like basic vocal drills. Right, so we're constantly drilling our voices 3 times a day, and if you're not doing that, then at least once a day. You know what I mean? Seaweed, Eagle says. Kuya Paul, what's up? Hi, girlie. YouTube is a great, not just a perfect system, and it's always changing. Exactly. YouTube is just like any other company and any other person. You know, we're constantly evolving. We're constantly trying to improve ourselves, and I trust the system. I don't not trust the system of YouTube. I really, I'm just grateful that there is a platform for us to be able to go on and monetize, and it's amazing. I know, what if education and medical care was non-money focused? Okay, we change world, tata. I know, I agree, Jason, I absolutely agree. BB, could you name one place each you recommend for Thai, Italian, and sushi food? Really liking this one girl, and I'm trying to impress her. Need some options. Oh, really liking this one girl, I'm trying to impress her. Okay, so for Thai food, I really like, because I really like holes in the wall that are really delicious. So I found recently Siam Square, that's in Waikiki. Delicious! Italian food. I recently went to Baci in Kailua, but I heard that Assaggio's is really good. I've never been there, but Italian food, you know, Baci. But I like any Italian food that makes their pasta from scratch, so I'm a big fan of that. And sushi, if you're not on a budget, then Sasabuni is absolutely delicious. I think Doraku is a great place to go, although I don't believe that they're like fully 100% authentic, but that's okay. I really do love sushi though. So I also think that Yelp is a great place for you if you really don't know what to do. But a great thing is to ask her what she wants, you know. Then it's collaborative effort. Yeah, go ahead.
I'll be quiet.
Thank you. I appreciate your input. I'll make sure to use it. Awesome. Oh, and what's a good editing software to use for YouTube? So believe it or not, Sadistic Spirit, I actually create a lot of videos straight from my phone. So I shoot the videos on my phone, I edit on my phone, and I upload from my phone. So there are some videos on here that I have literally never even uploaded to my laptop. And if you guys want a video tutorial on that, I would be absolutely happy to share how I edit, film, and upload completely entirely off of my phone. So you don't even need an editing software. So the editing software that I use is called InShot. I don't know if it's free, but I'm one of those people that actually buy apps because I am grateful and I appreciate people who develop apps that make our lives easier. So I have no problems buying apps. But if you are one of the people that absolutely hate buying apps and don't like to contribute to people who are making your lives easier, then we can definitely find a way for you to find an editing app that is free, cross-platform, because I have Android. Absolutely. So I actually made even better videos and uploaded even faster and edited even faster on Android. So if you guys don't know, I'm actually on both platforms. On both operating systems. So I have an iPhone, I have 2 iPhones, and I have an Android as well. So whatever's happening in the Android world, usually I like to know, as well as the Apple side. So I have 3 phones at all times, and I have a Kindle, of course. So I have a lot of devices. I'm actually a big tech nerd, so that's why I really believe in all things tech. If it wasn't for tech, I wouldn't be talking to you right now. Get what I'm saying? So super love. Yeah, if you guys want a tutorial on how to create videos and and edit them and upload them onto YouTube without ever touching your laptop. I'd love to do that. I borrow your brain, maybe 30 minutes. Yeah, so I actually started a new program for you to be able to do that. Do you sync your sound to on a phone? You can do that. You can definitely sync the sound if you don't like the sound. I found that sound on an iPhone or one of the newer Androids is actually pretty darn good. There's a lot of really good sound things that you can do. What are your thoughts on Bitcoin right now? My thoughts on Bitcoin is, do you know how lots of people right now still have landlines, and you're wondering why they have a landline? I think that in a matter of less than 5 years, people are going to start wondering why people are still carrying cash, and that is my true thought on what's going on there. It's kind of like when cell phones first came out, and you know, people were using cell phones, but people who had landlines seriously didn't understand why people had cell phones. It's kind of, I think, a very similar analogy as to how technology is moving with people. So I think that I have a landline, no phone though. DSL internet sucks too. Okay, so yeah, interesting. So you have a landline but no phone. Okay, so you have a landline because you are using DSL, right? So you invest in crypto. I do have a little invested in crypto, and I think, again, I don't rule out anything that I think is potentially going to change my future. Does that make sense? I don't like to rule out anything that can potentially affect my future. We can actually do an entirely different live stream about that. If you weren't doing music, what career would you have? If I wasn't doing music, I would really love to be a professional chef. I'm making a list and you're on the Sagittarius list. Take care, Miss Consciousness. Bye. Thank you so much, Jason. Thank you. I'll see you on Periscope later, yeah? Wiser words never spoken. Thank you. Thank you so much, or thank you. I appreciate that very much. I just like to think of the world in a different way, you know? There's a show on Netflix called Brain Games, and it's very interesting because when I watch that show, I find it very fascinating, but what the show is trying to show you is that you think like everybody else. Unfortunately for me, or maybe fortunately, depending on how you look at it, I was watching the show and honestly I was very confused because it would come to conclusions that weren't correct. And that's how I realized from that show, I know this is like the dumbest conversation ever. From that show, I realized that I truly do think out of the box. And if I don't think in you know, that 2% of the population, then I definitely think in the 20% of the population. I truly believe in the 80-20 rule. So a lot of times I feel like 80% of the people are scary how the masses think. Exactly. So the masses, I believe, are the 80%, and then the people who think outside of the box and are not part of that 80% are in the 20%. How's Hawaii? You miss the mainland much? I think that Hawaii is my answer to escaping the Matrix. If that doesn't make any sense at all to you, I'm sorry. But Hawaii is finally my chance to escape the Matrix, and I truly believe that I am free here. So it's a very cool place to be in. And I think that I'll take your weather right now. Yesterday it was 1 degree in my city. Oh Lord, geez, no, that's not fun. No, that's a dope answer. Thanks, Kuya Paul. Yeah, I do miss the mainland because of the innovation that's happening on the mainland. Luckily, though, for us, technology always informs us on what's going on in the world, which is amazing because, you know, being from the mainland, we always get the technology and the innovation news first, versus Hawaii is a little slow. So sometimes I like to joke that we're not only 3 hours behind, but we're actually like 30 years behind. Thank you so much for your thoughts on those dinner places. I just wrote it down and I will share those options with my date. Much appreciated, and thank you again for being an idol and inspiration too. Oh, thank you so much, BB. Impacting people's lives. I hope that I can, BB. I really think that that's going to be my mission for this year, is try to reach as many people as possible in order to positively influence my community. So that is one of my biggest goals, and I think with your guys' help I can really, you know, achieve that. I'm not a follower, I'm a Matrix Awakener. I see you as consciousnesses. Thank you very much, Jason. You're pretty AF. Thank you, J. Phillip. Thank you very much. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, nice to meet you. My name is Olivia Tai. Please make sure that you give this video a thumbs up and write a comment below because we are going live right now and I'm answering all of your comments live. If you want, you can also share this with your friends, family, and goldfish, and we can all have a merry, jolly old time together. Hey there, Olivia. How have you been? I've been great, Minato. How are you? How are you, dear?
The people that are on there already subscribed to your channel?
I have no idea. Are you guys subscribed to the channel? If you're not subscribed, please make sure that you're subscribed to the channel. Okay. Because if not, you know, that'd be strange. That'd be strange if you're part of my community, but you're not part of my community. Try streaming on Twitch. People will love you there. I actually do have a Twitch channel. So if you don't know, my Twitch is actually Olivia Tai. So the only places that I'm not Olivia Tai are Instagram and Snapchat, unfortunately. But everywhere else, I'm Olivia Tai. So you can find me on Twitch. I haven't streamed in Twitch in, I think, literally years. But we're going to work on that. We're going to work on that. And we're going to try our best to make it twerk, you know. She's much prettier in person if you get the chance to hear her perform. Ah, thanks, Kuya Paul. Kuya, that's so nice. Thank you so much. Yes, of course I'm subscribed. Oh, thank you. Shukran lak. Khalid on. Shukran lak. I was doing a little Arabic lesson today. What did I learn? Yusuf. No. Yeah. I already forgot. You see? Learning languages is a very difficult task. But you know what? I try my best. Ana ashrab shay. I'm terrible. Don't listen to me. I'm crazy. Salam alaikum is Arabic for peace to you. Ooh, I love that, Jason Gates. I love that very much. That's awesome. Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate that. Okay, so it's about that time where I should sign off. So thank you all so much for tuning in today. I really appreciate your love and support. And if you can, please give this video a thumbs up, write a comment below so that we can chit chat and share this with your friends, family, and goldfish. And I will see you all tomatoes. Bye. Please leave a comment after I sign off, okay? Thank you.